After 3 long days of journey in train, we finally reached the roads. So we reached Ambala Cantonment, and from Ambala Cant, we had a TT which took us to Himachal Pradesh. We all were super tired after the journey, but we were also excited to experience the weather. It was already 6 degrees Celsius when we reached there. It was really amazing. Once we checked in the hotel, the dinner was superb. The view of the place was really amazing. It is worth mentioning the service also was really good. So we had this view once we woke up, and after this, we were hurrying to go to the next place. So we came down for breakfast, and then we left to the first place. And the first place which we went there was a golf course, which wasn't really great, but since it was part of the package, we had to go. So we went and then just saw these scenic places. There was not much to watch. We were told there is a river you can see from the top, but we just climbed from one hill to another and then found nothing, just trees and these small towns which we could see and experience these scenic offbeat locations here. So post that, we got into a TT and went to this place called Kufri. So Kufri is also one of the famous places in Shimla. We were told that we are supposed to take a horse and go there, but instead we trekked and we came to the stop and then saw that there are a few stalls of food, and there was not much there as well. Few telescopes set up, and then we all were tired, so we came for a Maggie. We had fun and then left to the last place of Shimla, that is the Mall Road. In between, we could see these viewpoints, which was again a little amazing. And then finally, we reached the Mall Road. So once we reached the Mall Road, it was almost in the evening time. Perfect time, the sun was going down. It was almost 4 or something. We were running late on the lunch part, so we came and we had lunch in Mall Road, Shimla Mall Road, and experienced these different things and different food here. So after having our lunch, we left, and then it was almost the sunset time. So sunsets happen pretty faster on the hill stations, obviously, and it was really amazing to look at it. So we were told that there is also a food carnival going on, and this place is somewhat kind of a town hall place, I would say. A lot of important aspects were there, church, library and all. So we just stayed there, hanged out for a bit, and then had tea, and then taking pictures and looking at these picturesque architectures. Post that, we got into the carnival. Wanted to try new food, but since we were all tummy full, we didn't try anything. We just came forward and saw this amazing structures again. These were built by British when they were here. I think these are the houses of mayor and officers. So people were clicking pictures, the light was set up, and it was a little different there. And to look at the city from the top, it was really amazing. Only the lights glowing there, and the nightlife is so different there. We are so used to the plateau type of life, but here people just live as normal as they can, but it turns out to be a tourist place for us. And experiencing and looking at these different scenes was again a different part. So there were a lot many brands there, which I was, to be honest, shocked. Since it's being a capital of Himachal, there are a lot many brands which we can often see in our areas and our locations. Next day morning, we left to Manali. So this was most interesting part ever, I could say, and the sightseeing was again amazing. Shimla was a little bit of tiring and a lot of sightseeing, but here the travel again was 5 to 6 hours. So we just sat down in the TT and just kept looking at this river. So beautiful river, and then experiencing this tunnel which was 7 to 8 kilometers long. Obviously we have been into the smaller tunnels, but this was really amazing how they've built it and how the organization has maintained it as well. And then finally we reached Kullu Manali. So once we reached Kullu Manali, we thought of doing some activities. So we were all prepped for rafting. We were all excited. There was a crazy off-roading session. Post that, we started rafting. It was so calm and so nice. The weather was so perfect. and everything was going good until we reached this beautiful wave of water. So the water here is probably the coldest water that has ever touched my body, I would say. Everybody is shouting and enjoying. On top of it, the driver is making it more fun by adding the water and taking us into the craziest spots. So this was an amazing experience, I would say. It's been almost 10 to 15 days from the trip, and the memory still stays fresh in me while I'm narrating this. It is so amazing to look at this experience again. So I would definitely go back and experience this. As I told, the weather was so amazing. We had a nice, calming, peaceful sunset happening in the backdrop, and then experiencing this chilly weather with all our wet clothes. It was a different experience, definitely. Post this, we had our paragliding left. So we paid 500 for rafting and 2500 for paragliding. By the way, this is 5:30 in the evening, and look at the darkness. I was so disappointed because the footage was not really great. But we had crazy experience again. So we had to climb up on a hill again in a crazy four-wheel four. And went up to the top, I think 6,000 feet, and from there we were told to run and jump, and a lot of spins. The pilot who was behind us was making us go crazy by doing his stunts, and I was just enjoying the view from the top. Feels so light and feels so crazy, to be honest. This was probably the best part of the trip, I would say.